$6. Yeah, $6 for the entire thing. It gets like 100 cups of coffee out of it. Use your disposable thing. It's not disposable, actually reusable, so you don't have to landfill with all those K cups up there. We're gonna fill this thing up and get our second cup ready to go. My name is Alexis, and welcome to my kitchen. I live here in southeast coastal Georgia, where I teach you how to use your Pampered Chef tools so that you can make what I'm making at my house at your house. If you want more information about Pampered Chef or any of the recipes I do, please follow me over on my VIP page and my business page on Facebook. The link is right here. There, it's AlexisC _ CanDo. If you ever want to see any of my broadcasts or post, you can actually type in AlexisC _ CanDo and on Google, and you'll see everything I do. Yeah, because when I put that hashtag in, it actually triggers, for hashtags. So I have my own hashtag. I recommend that every one of you have your own hashtag so that you can start putting it in on all your posts. So if people want to see what you make or what you're doing, they have to put your hashtag in. Just remember, AlexisC can do, because if I can do it, you can do it, especially in the kitchen. All right, I got my mug ready. We got the coffee in the little dispenser here. Let me throw this on the Keurig machine. Put it over there, down. We're going to go the big cup all the way and put the goodness, good to the last drop, back in the cabinet where it goes. Hello, Jessica. How are you doing? All right. Phew. All right, so it's Sunday afternoon. Before you drink even any coffee in the morning, make sure you have at least one glass of water. This is my second glass of water today. I can count how many glasses of water I do. And each of these glasses, I've measured out that up to here is 10 ounces of water. So if I drink 8 of these, I'm doing great, because I like to drink about 80 ounces of water, which is a little bit more than half of my body weight in water. All right, 3 new messages. Hello. Hey, I meant Alexis. Oh, that's fine. Hey, there you go. Hey, Aiden, how are you doing? I saw you had a coffee scope and you're figuring out what you're doing for today. I did get my muffin, and I broke it up into 4 pieces, and I put it in my air fryer, because I use my air fryer almost every single day, whether I'm heating something up, cooking something in the air, trying to air fry in it. Hey, Melanie, thank you for the High Five Award. I think that's what it is. I can barely see what awards they are. Extra high. But we're getting our coffee. And this is my apple walnut oatmeal muffin. It has grapes in it instead of raisins, because raisins are high in sugar, because they just like shrink down and is full of sugar. Hey, Steve Harris, how are you doing over on Facebook? Not the awards, just the under see where it says Dave 20 cents. That high award is in black, and I can't see it unless I memorize all the emojis they use. The text, yeah. It doesn't even have to be bigger. It just has to be white or gray, because the black on the blue makes it hard to read. Hey, Cheryl, how have you been doing? Oh my God, a blast from the past. Cheryl, I was down in Fort Lauderdale area. Oh, I gotta tell you some stories. All right. Our sultans is bad because I like cooking with a few sultans. A few is fine, but if it's anything that's dried out, anything dried like dates, cranberries, dried cherries, dried blueberries, dried prunes, dried anything is high concentrate in sugar. I don't know what those are. Can you send me a picture of what they are? I know it didn't work out. You know what? I didn't even like. All right, so I went down to Fort Lauderdale way back in August, and this coffee is so good. That's second sip of the day. It's just as good as the first one. Thank you, Stephen. That's perfect. Definitely like and share and follow for amazing tips and recipes. I have to clean out my freezer, everyone, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm not sure if I can do it on camera. They are great, but there's less sugar. Like it's more. Here, let me get a piece of this here. All right. So see how this is? There's the grape. All right. it's less points. Well, there's no points on grapes, but there's points on raisins when you're on Weight Watcher plan. And I'm sure it crosses over to every single other diet plan you're on there, because you're grabbing, all right, you're grabbing all those dried raisins thinking they're really healthy, but grab a couple or just a half a cup, because I ate too many grapes one time and I wasn't losing weight because I was eating like a cup of grapes or 2 cups of grapes a day, and I was not losing weight. And my friend Linda says, Alexis, you're eating too many grapes. And so we cut back on the grapes to half a cup, which is about 17 grapes a day. I think it's 17. We can go find out how many are. Let's find out how many grapes are in a half cup. So I got these ready to go. All right, these are already washed, but we're gonna get a 1 cup prep bowl. All right, and figure out. I think it's 17 for 1 cup. All right, these are big grapes. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, so there's almost a cup of grapes of 17. All right, it's almost. We can probably squish it down and put a couple more in there, But I would say maybe if I was doing, I would probably do 15 at a half a cup. I'd probably do 15 for a half a cup of grapes, because some of them are big and some aren't small. Then we have a lot of air between them, because you have to count into the air. And there are 0 points for on Weight Watchers. Okay, on my purple plan. I'm not sure if any of the plan there. Huh. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that. So we use grapes in here. We use 2 apples and all this stuff. We use a little bit of walnuts, and walnuts are full of protein. But when they cook, you can't really tell. Here, there it is. That's the grape, and it was cut in half. They feel fine. Thank you, Stephen, for the stream of the week. Yeah, we were for the stream of the week on Haps, right? Doing the donuts, the unhealthy donuts, and I was thinking, man, I wish we would have done vanilla pudding in those donuts. They would have been so good. We did it. Yeah, they got it on the. But they're just showing me how I was just mixing up the segment that they took. They should have taken the last part where I'm showing you all the donuts, and not how to make the glaze for it. Oh, fun. So this is really good. And on these muffins, I'm really going to go back into Weight Watchers and write down this entire recipe and really see. Oh my God, it's so good. The crunch of the walnut really gives you a punch. Okay. Hello, Mary. How are you doing? Mary, I thought you're working. You said you're working this Sunday. Later on? It's only 10:36 where you are, Mary. I'm Mary. 2nd cup of coffee. All right. Couple stories. I went to Walmart yesterday and I bought some lights. I should be like Mike Costy and get the strip light underneath there, but I don't know. I just didn't do that. So anyway, I bought 2 sets of lights. This one here is what I normally buy, but I usually buy it for $1 at the dollar store, but they're not out yet. So I had to spend $2.08 on these lights, 50 of them. And then I spent $3.42 on these lights, which is LED. I thought, well, okay, let's try the LED ones, right? These didn't even light up. I got to go back to Walmart and change these out. So what are you going to say? What am I doing with these Christmas lights, right? Well, the Christmas lights I actually put underneath my countertop here. I only have, there's usually 2 sets here, but the one set is dead. It died. All right. And then when I was fooling around with putting the lights over on this side, these lights, I went out for a walk and I came back and these lights were dead. I still have to put these in here. I just put them in here so that I just threw them down there. But my mom goes, why do you need those lights? I'm like, well, 1, they act as a night light at night. All right. You can walk into the kitchen and have the lights on without turning on all these big lights. I'd like them that way. Secondly, when I broadcast, like over here, it gives it a lot, it's a lot brighter. So if I was over here and we didn't have these lights on, I'm going to unplug them, it's going to look really dark. See how much darker that is? All right, so if you're broadcasting, you want a little bit of light on the subject, get yourself some Christmas lights. And look how pretty everything sparkles on that. So that's just a tip of the day. If you are broadcasting or if you just want some light in your house, just get some Christmas lights. And I just use thumbtacks or those clear push pins. They're called push pins, Alexis. All right, I'm trying to put you back up so I can... You're standing still. All right, so they're called push pins, and I just wrap them up in there, and that's what those are all in there. But I was thinking maybe I'll go to Lowe's. We have a Lowe's. We don't have Home Depot here. We have to go down to Yulee to go to Home Depot and see if I can get a strip here because it is so dark right here. I love Christmas lights. Yeah, you use them all year long. Right here, like right there. Since I've been broadcasting like this way, here I'll put you where I broadcast. I put you right here. Hold on, I'm eating and doing it at the same time. So I put you right here, and it's really dark right underneath this one here. Like if I'm doing here, it's super dark here. I didn't usually broadcast this way, but now that I'm doing more face down into it broadcast, it's very, very dark. At least I think it's dark versus coming around this way. You see how much lighter it is with the one little strand of lights, and I usually have two over there. All right. So just saying, if you want some light, get some Christmas lights, put them up in your house, especially if you have an older house like my house is not the most contemporary house, but we want to put some light on the subject, right? Good morning. Oops. LOL, no, LOL. Good Sunday. There you go. The donuts look so yummy. Said, yeah, they were really good. And we figured out I ate 7 donuts the other day. Another story to tell you. So, all right, so the lights have to go back today with this exchange one light and put the lights up underneath there. Go check out that. That's one. Another story. I didn't weigh myself yesterday. I got up in the morning and I got dressed and I walked out. I was drinking stuff. I was like, oh, I forgot to weigh myself, right? Because you all know I am on a weight loss journey. I want to get down to that 142, and I have not seen that number in many years. And we've been hovering 143, 145. We've been going up and down that 140-ish, 35, 35, 44, and just playing with those darn numbers for months now. And sometimes you just need to change things up, but sometimes I just don't know what to change up because I love these muffins. All right. We've been changing the ingredients in there, like blueberries and lemon to apples and walnuts. All right. But I stepped on the scale today and oh my God, I saw 142.8. I saw 142.8, y'all. Those are small miracles, okay? I looked at it, I was like, it's 142.8. Now, it's not 142.0, okay? And then once we get to that 142.0, we still have to maintain that 142. But it's the first time ever I saw 142. I was like, yes. I was so happy. And the thing is, I didn't follow the plan yesterday. I had a migraine, okay? I got up, I had a cup of coffee, I think I had my muffin, water, and then I went off to the bike shop, to the yard sale, came back, went to Walmart, and then I had my coffee with y'all at Starbucks. And then I came home and I bought bread at Walmart, and it was only $1 for this bread. And before I even got into Starbucks, I had 2 slices of bread because it smelled and it looked and it felt so good. I had 2 slices of bread before the Starbucks scope. I was like, oh man, there goes 3 points right there. So then I got home and I'm thinking, I can make myself a turkey sandwich. Well, I had a turkey sandwich and a half, so I had another 3 slices of bread when I got home with sliced turkey. And I'm thinking, oh, that's not going to be good because that sliced turkey has sodium in it, and I'm going to like this. I thought, I had a migraine. I came home, I got my water, and I took the migraine medication, and I laid down for about 30 minutes, and then it was feeling fine. But then I thought I just had to take another nap. I'd watched something on there. I forgot what movie I was watching. The Starling on Netflix. So anyway, I'm going to show you the bread. tack on. It was only $1, and it smells so good. Oh, man, it smells so good. All right, and also remember. All right, so remember that when you go grocery shopping, all right, always look at the expiration date. All right, always on everything, everything, so that like there was one on there was 9/27, but this was 9/28. Definitely get the 9/28. It's going to last you a day longer. The other one's not as fresh as this one, so definitely always look at your expiration dates. And this is so good, yeah. All right, so we got that done. So anyway, I watched the movie The Starling on Netflix. It was a sad movie. It was slow going. I fell asleep for like 20 minutes in it, okay? But then I got to the point where the vet was with this husband and or no, the vet was with the wife, with the lady, and asked her what happened, and that's where you find out why the husband is in the hospital. And I was like, okay, I can see that. I can see that. That situation was a reality for me. And I'm like, I still don't park my car in a garage ever. All right, that's FYI. TMI. So anyway, sometimes we do things. I don't want to ruin the story for you, but a starling is a bird, and that bird is very territorial and very committed relationship and stuff like that. And sometimes we do stuff in our life that we regret, and then we try to make up for it. And you think that then when you're making up with it, that the other person would be indebted to you, but that bird was not indebted to them. It kept on after them. It was funny. At the end, it was funny. But anyway, it's a really good movie to watch. It was a little slow going in the beginning. Again, I fell asleep for it. Woke up 20, 30 minutes, probably 30 minutes into it. It was good. So, it's one of the new movies out on Netflix. So that was one. Then, you know my friend Brian. He's a late night owl, and I'm an early morning person. So, he gets up late. He actually started taking pictures of what he was making, like step by step. And he goes, okay, that's all, folks, end of the broadcast. But he made eggs and was showing me step by step of making the eggs. So I thought it was hysterically cute. Oh my gosh. All right. So today I need to go through my freezer because it is a mess. And I'm not sure if I want to do it on camera because I got to put everything all over the countertops here. And then I really need a candy thermometer. We don't have a candy thermometer, Shannon. I had a candy thermometer. Look, lipstick's all over the place. Pampered Chef used to have a candy thermometer, but it was discontinued. And then I got one in a mystery box that I bought from Conference, and I sold it to somebody. But I don't have a candy thermometer. A candy thermometer is totally different than a regular thermometer because it goes to very high extreme temperatures because the candy needs to get really like high temperature, and it's dangerous when you cook with sugar because the sugar will glue to your skin when you get burnt. So just be careful when you do candy or sugar on the stove. So sorry, I don't have one, Shannon. I'm so sorry. You'd think they would. I'm eating my muffin. Oh, it's so good. And this muffin, all right, we got this pea protein. I'm going to go pea protein here. Also, the other day I did those donuts and I put the pea protein in it. I could not tell the difference between one donut and the other donut. And I ate 7 donuts. All right. The most of the pea protein ones I did save. They're frozen in the refrigerator. And I'll show you how I froze them. Right. So I froze them just in a little snack bag, and there's 6 little donuts in here, so that when I get a hankering for eating like a donut, we can defrost these, fill them up with something, and then put a glaze on it, put those glaze on it, and my mom can have donuts, or I can have a donut too. All right. So that's one thing that I love. One thing I love about being on Weight Watchers is that you can, nothing's out of the limit. Like they don't say you can't eat this vegetable, you can't have this. You can have everything. You just need to keep track of it. So anyway, wait, muffin. Oh man, they have some really good beignets. Let me see if it's in this one. This is like a substitute for beignets. Let me see if it's in here. Yeah. Here. Air fryer beignets by Pampered Chef. Look at those. Don't they look good? And these are stuffed beignets. It's in the Season's Best cookbook here. And these call for a biscuit dough, flaky biscuit dough from like Pillsbury, cinnamon and sugar. And then that's it. And they put them in the air fryer. This is like a quick fix for beignets. So on there, isn't that really good? No, you're not. Hey, Terry, you're not on #replay. This is live. Terry thinks she's on replay. Oh no. You messed up your second batch of caramel apples. That's a bummer. I tried to do caramel apples last week. I saw this thing on Facebook, and this is a disaster in my kitchen. I'm glad I didn't live stream it. But I got an apple, and I sliced it in half, all right? And then I pour out part of the middle part, just get the seeds out. And then I got the caramels, the little tiny beady caramels. I'm going to show you what I got. These. I bought these. All right. These caramels. All right. They're caramel bits. Caramel bits. They're like little tiny, where are they at? They're like little tiny pearl caramels on here. And I melted them on the stove with a little bit of water. And then I poured them into the middle of the apple. And I let it sit as hard as a rock. I couldn't cut through it. So that was not good. All right. I saw them where they did it that way on camera. And I put the apples in some lemon water so they wouldn't brown. And I actually peeled one apple because my mom doesn't like the skin on it. And it was a mess. I threw the whole thing away. So that was not a success. I do things off camera also besides here. And I posted a thing, a post on my VIP group to give your food photo of the week that you took. It could be a picture of like McDonald's. It could be a picture of something you ate out. It could be a picture of your neighbor's pie that they made. It doesn't have to be something that you made. All right. Use milk. Use milk, and it won't be hard. The thing had it using water on the instructions on there. You think milk would be better, that it wouldn't be so hard? You think the milk would change it, that it would be like soft caramels rather than like hard caramels that you have to suck on? I want it sort of like semi soft hard. All right, we'll try it, Shannon. I'm gonna try it. I'll waste another apple. I'm the worst when it comes to candy and cookies. All right, so the pea protein is 20% off in the month of September. I highly recommend you try this, all right? Especially if you're trying to lose weight. You can add this into cookies, brownies, sauces, your donuts, anything that you bake. You can add it into your spaghetti sauce, and it gives you more protein because protein helps you feel fuller longer. Protein and fiber are 2 things that you need in your diet all the time. I did find out that Brazilian nuts, remember I talked to you about the Brazilian nuts, and that it's high in one aspect that you need to stay healthy. And the thing that it's high in is selenium. Selenium, one Brazilian nut a day. And it's also high in magnesium. There you go. You can put it in the meatloaf too, even though meatloaf has protein in it. You can't put the pea protein in your meatloaf, or put in the super veggies in your meatloaf. Put in some super veggies, especially if you want to get more veggies in your diet. Put this in it, Terry. All right, because that's what my goal is this week. It has to work really late, so I think we're gonna have dessert bread tonight. Dessert bread tonight. Wait, we could also do the brownies or the CC cookies. Yeah, definitely take pictures of everything that you do so you can post on your VIP group. My mom uses milk, Alexis, with her caramel, says Terry. Okay, there you go. Well, it said use water, everyone. I mean, I was following directions. Yeah, I'm really good about following directions. Didn't say milk. Look a look. Get that. Where's that bag again? I'm really good. All right. At following directions. Caramel crunch bars. No, we don't need easy caramel apples. It says place caramels and bits in saucepan. Add water. Cook on medium low for 3 minutes, or until caramel bits are completely melted, stirring. That's it. Now, caramel pecan brown. No, we don't want no caramel pecan brownies. Yeah, you use pea protein that you sent me. That I sent you. Yeah, use the pea protein in there, and also you should get a subscription to it. It's 20% off, and you can always stop your subscription, not prescription. You can always stop if you get like a 3-month supply and say I don't want it next month because I still have this one. You can go into your email and your account and say hold off on this month and then do it another month, so you can hold off on certain ones. The other thing that's 20% off this month in September is the taste buds. These taste buds are great. I can't wait because Tegan Gerard, I believe her name is, with Half Baked Harvest. I got it all right today. She designed the recipes for October. So if you want Tegan's recipes, you're going to have to get the taste buds. And again, the taste buds is a subscription service. So you can get a 1-month one, or you can get 3 months or 6 months. All right. The more you buy, the more you save. All right. So these ones here are the ones for September, and you get these nice little sized bags of the seasonings, which is about a little bit half the size of a normal container. Like instead of like this one, it'll be half of this one, or like the everything bagel, it'll be half of this size. All right. So it's not like you're getting just a sample of it. You can get it. Oh, I didn't realize I got my September subscription last week. Yes. So you can get that. And then if you say, well, I really already have everything but the bagel seasoning. I just pulled this one out. This one's 1.3 ounces. All right. And then this one here is 3.6. Okay. 1.3, so a little bit less than half on this one. All right, but this one is a nice one. So if you already have this and you get this, all right, say you can use these as stocking stuffers. Wouldn't that be a great little stocking stuffer to put in somebody's stocking, or a gift for your teachers or your mailman or anybody that just put a little thing in here. And better yet, if you want to add a little nice little thing to it, seasonings, and then give them the little thing. Isn't that a great gift? A hostess gift. If you're going to somebody's house for lunch or so, you can break it up and give them the little card and the little seasoning and something little, and it'll be perfect. Pampered Chef makes great gifts because everybody thinks about you when they use it. It's not like a gift certificate to a restaurant, and then okay, hey, the gift certificate. Oh yeah, okay, bye, and then it's gone. It's a gift that keeps on giving. All right, taste buds. Great. And you also get an email, just an email, exclusive email with videos and other recipes that you can use with the Taste Buds subscription that you get. So you put your email in, because you'll get an email at the beginning of the month, and it'll show you what's inside of your Taste Buds before you even get it. All right. So there we go. That's Taste Buds. And we do have the mystery show. The mystery show is going on right now. And what's a mystery show? A mystery show is where I don't have a host associated with the party. It's open to everyone that orders on it. For every $25, including shipping and tax, you get 1 ticket to win the host rewards. I love this little mask. I got to figure out what I want to be for Halloween. Remember when I was this was not going to stick on my head. We remember when the best costume I had was on Periscope, and I was the Black Widow. I loved that costume. I would go Black Widow every year, we all get sick of it. Like we saw that last year, yes, Alexis. So yeah, salt and pepper gift is a perfect gift for anybody that's like getting a new home. You can send them this, you know, just send it right from Pampered Chef and send them a picture of it and say, hey, I sent you this. And then every time they reach for it, they're going to think about you. They're going to think, oh, Terry sent us this for has a housewarming gift or a wedding shower gift or a baby shower gift. Okay, so yeah, because you all need salt and pepper for everything on that one. So those are just some gift ideas that you have. I don't know where I come up with these things, Terry. I've just been doing Pampered Chef for it'll be 6 years in November, beginning of November. It's only 5 years. So make sure you order your Pampered Chef. Oh, while I'm here, we got a half a cup of grapes. Let's get our cloves uncut. This is great for bagels. Anything you want to slice in half. Cherry tomatoes, chicken, big pieces of pork that you're like, that's too thick to cook because thinner stuff to cook quicker. The cloves and cut. And it comes by itself or as a set, I believe. And it has this like thing, like I have small hands, but even if you have bigger hands, this little thing, this little gully right here is so you don't you cut your fingers off, all right? Because if you're like this and your knife goes through, you're going to cut yourself. But over here, they make it foolproof. So you put your stuff inside, and there's 2 spring-form things in here. See, they go down, and then they slice evenly. So that's how that works. And you need a knife that's bigger than the thing itself. Like, I don't want to use a Santoku knife. This is using the wrong knife with it because when I go through, it's even if I go right here, it's not going to cut all the way. It's not going to cut all the way. It's not going all the way through. All right. So definitely get yourself a nice chef's knife. All right. And you can see that it goes all the way through. All right. And again, right here, you can see that my fingers will not get cut from it. All right. So we're going to put these grapes on here because I got to get the grapes out. I got to get the seeds out. And then I'll be ready to eat all this today. So I got my grapes. You see my grapes are in here. Peekaboo. There's my grapes. Okay. We're going to close this down. All right. Now they're even in there. All right. You're going to just slice it through. I'll show me on here. Slice it right through. Put this in the sink. They're off to the side. And now all my grapes, you say, oh, they don't look cut, right? They're sliced in half evenly sliced in half. How brilliant is that? Okay, so now that I'm sitting here, let's pick out the seeds, and then I have some grapes to eat later on. All right, because if it's done for me, like normally I buy seedless grapes, but I accidentally picked these up. They were cheaper. Now I know why, because there's seeds inside. Right. So get yourself some Pampered Chef into your kitchen. It actually makes cooking a whole lot easier when you have tools that you actually use, that you actually like, and that actually work. All right. I love using all my tools. I didn't know how much I liked it until I started broadcasting. And when I first started broadcasting 5 years ago, I didn't have that much Pampered Chef. I had some retirement stuff, but I try not to show you the stuff that's retired because you can't purchase it. All right. So I try to only use products that are available right now. All right. So if you go back a couple months ago and say I was using, say, the mini pie pan, it's no longer available, right? It's much easier with the right tools. All right. So I'm just picking out the seeds out of all my grapes here so I can eat these really good. Another reason that you want to slice your grapes in half is that hopefully you don't choke on it. If you give kids grapes, definitely slice them in half so they don't choke on them. Because that hole, when it goes down, it'll block your whole windpipe. So when you're eating grapes, it's best to slice them in half, especially for kids, because they can block their windpipes. But when it's in half, at least it's not going. It's half the amount going down that windpipe, and you can get it out a lot easier. Just FYI, in case accidents do happen. All right, so I got all my seeds here. I'm gonna put this in the sink and throw this out. All right. Ooh, there we go. I was going to tell you something about Bryce, and I totally forgot what I was going to say. He told me, oh, Parents Weekend's coming up in October, and I gave him some information on Parents Weekend. I said, ask each parent to bring something so that when you do your tailgate party on Saturday, you're not supplying everything. I said, like, some of the parents bring water, some bring like another type of beverage, some bring a dessert, some bring a snack, you know. So who goes, Mom, that's a great idea. Okay. So Bryce is a good kid. He has a nice little job that he's doing the snow cone truck. All right. I forgot what else he had. Hmm. All right. I love the Masters. Beautiful, says Terry. Brilliant. Yep. All right. So we have 115 people that are coming in and out of my broadcast. If you can actually put in where you're coming in from, I give you a shout out. So I know Terry, she's been talking in here. She's from Northwest Georgia. I'm in Southeast Georgia. Cheers, everybody. I know my friend Mary is out in Texas. Monica is out in Texas. I still have a ways to go to earn my Texas trip. I am nowhere near getting the trip to Puerto Rico. That was a far reach idea, and it was a great one. I still have opportunity to get it, but it's like I'm struggling on that one. So, but hey, Pampered Chef does get, or you can earn a free vacation with Pampered Chef. So if you're interested in becoming a consultant, please reach out to me. I would love to help you start your own business because the sky's the limit. The only thing holding you back is you. And that's what's holding me back is me. All right. On my business. All right. So let's see. I got to show you my freezer. And then when I get off here, I'm going to take everything out of my freezer, mark it, and put it on different shelves. Like I usually put all like individual things on the top one, meat, and then we have seafood, and then other stuff, veggies and stuff. So what I do is I get myself a little list. I write down every single thing in the freezer, and then I can easily go over and say, "Oh my gosh, we don't have anything for dinner." I'm like, "Yes, we do. We have 16 burgers in there, and we have we have hamburger buns. We can have burgers today." So this gives you an idea of what's in your freezer. Just FYI, it's a tip of the day. Clean out your freezer and your refrigerator. Remember yesterday, JFJ said the pickles taste like kerosene. I did not go back in and look to see my salad dressings and stuff like that, but I did have one. We have one in here. Here's the pickle jar. All right, pickle jar. And when's the expiration date? All right, December 2021. So we're still good with the kosher pickles. So I need to do with something with kosher pickles. Anybody have some great recipes with kosher pickles like this? Please message me. All right, next one. I see some ads in here. All right. Also, my refrigerator needs to be cleaned out too. So anyway, I'm going to show you the my freezer. It's like, ugh, you know. I keep on putting stuff in there and not taking enough stuff out. So let's flip this around. I'm going to show you my freezer here. So I do keep the list right on my refrigerator right there, and I'm frozen in time here on my end. There we go. And then there's my freezer. Like my mom has her frozen. That's a no-no for me. Those are like way too many points. There's those donuts down there. We have other stuff like holy Moses. We got hot dogs. Yeah, I do eat hot dogs. And then we had the blinking light. Yeah, we had the blinking light in both sides. It's just blinking. All right, the Erie refrigerator. All right, it sort of looks like Erie. But anyway, that is it. When I come back, I'm going to have it all redone up and ready to go. See, here's my muffins. Those are my muffins I just made. So I have a couple of those in there. Just freeze them up and I bring them out when I go for a walk. Before I go for a walk, I just bring them out, put them on the countertop. When I come back, it's usually defrosted by then. All right. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming in. It's been about 40 minutes and spending a little of your time around the Second Cup of Coffee Cafe. Please put in #replay or let us know where you're coming in from. Or if you have a tip on those pickles that I can use, I really appreciate it. So thanks for coming in, everybody. I'll see y'all next